everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back at Scott Harvey Kia to look at another Kia vehicle. I know the channel's been a little content heavy with Kia lately, but Scott Harvey keeps bringing the channel the cars, and Chavi's Rides is going to keep bringing the cars to you. So what do I have behind me? I have a fuel-sipping hybrid crossover called the 2022 Kia Niro. This one is in the Touring Special Edition trim. Let's check it out. All right, we're at the front end of the car, and here we go. Touring trim for Special Edition. LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, fog lamps. Like the design of the fog lamp, I think it looks really cool. There are no fake vents on the front, which I like. We also have gloss black here, gloss black all over the grille here, which is going to take a beating with stone chips and whatnot. Looks great, brand new. Not so sure how that's going to hold up. Flat black on the bottom. I like this gray trim here on the front spoiler, or excuse me, splitter, and the new Kia badge right on top, looking just fine on this model. Let's move it around to the side. All right, on the front wheel right here, we have upgraded wheels for the Special Edition trim. These are 18-inch alloy wheels, 225 on the width, a 45 series sidewall for a comfortable ride, wrapped in Michelin Primacy tires. Now, these upgraded wheels will provide a little bit more drag. They're not as slippery through the air, and therefore it cuts a little bit off the gas mileage, but not much. But these are the upgrades. As we move down the side of the car, we're color matched on the side view mirrors, color matched on the door handles. As well, we have our fuel filler door there, and we move around to the back of the vehicle. On the back, nice Kia badge on the back tailgate, rear wiper, LED taillights. I like this low roof spoiler. It looks pretty cool in black. Shark fin antenna on top, matched in body color. Body color in this car is snow white pearl, just like the GT, Forte GT that we looked at last week. On the back here, we have fake venting. Do not like that. Just smooth it out. And again, more gloss black here. Rear backup lights are not LED, they're regular halogen lights. And then on the back bumper here, flat black where the license plate would go, and more of that silver trim that we saw on the front end, finishing off the back end. Very nice, very nice. All right, guys, so on the inside of the Niro, and the first thing that I noticed, I have plenty of headroom in a small little crossover like this one. Plenty of headroom. I'm 5'11", and I have no issues with room. Everything feels real nice. I have the seat set for where I would normally drive. If we look at the door panel on my side, we have soft touch material on top, which I like, but around the door handle, we have a lot of gloss black plastic, which is going to take a lot of abuse and cause a lot of fingerprints. But we have flat black on the switchgear for your windows and for your door locks and for your mirrors. We have auto fold in and fold out mirrors, which is nice. And then as we move over to the dash, we have our Niro hybrid and air vents along the top here. This is a very nice design. I like this. I like the silver trim. We then have two air and heating vents. And then we have our 10.25-inch integrated navigation system, right? Is it a touchscreen? Of course it's a touchscreen. We can go back to home. We can go into our menu, right, valet mode, hybrid mode. We can hit hybrid mode, and that's going to give us our average fuel economy and the energy flow, which I think is pretty cool. Right, you have your radio, HD radio, phone, voice memo. We can go into setup, and that'll get you to your navigation setups, vehicle setups. I like what Kia does with their navigation systems. They're very easy to use, very intuitive, and they're very responsive. As you can see, like that, very, very nice. As we move down on the console, you have then hard buttons for map. You do that and the map pops back up on there. And then you have your navigation. You have this star, which is your favorites button. So if you want to save a location or something like that in your map, you can save it with this button, and then you can access all your favorite locations. You have your radio button, media, and then your setup as we showed you up here earlier. We have dual zone climate control, front defrost, rear defrost, AC button, right? Driver only fan selection here, which is an interesting touch, right? As we move down lower on the console, as you can see in the back, I hope you can see, we have a 12 volt and 2 USBs for connectivity, which is nice. And then we have a wireless charging pad right here, which is also nice. This gear shift will allow you to go through the 6-speed dual clutch transmission in this car. I like the fact that Kia did not put the CVT in. Could have been easily done on a hybrid, but they went with a 6-speed dual clutch, which will be a little bit more responsive. And then as we move up here, we have 2 cup holders. We have our Kia fob, which is nice, with remote start on the side. And then we have some dead switches. And what are these dead switches? No heated seats, no ventilated seats, no heated steering wheel. That's an issue for me with this car at a $31,000 MSRP. It needs to have at least heated seats at $31,000, but I would prefer heated and ventilated, as Kia has been bringing value in the Forte GT at a lower price point, and it had heated and ventilated seats. This one should have it as well. And then as we move over to the armrest is nice and soft, and as you open it up, you have plenty of room for storage in there. All right, guys, and we're now in the back seat of the Niro. Now, this front seat is set for where I would set it to drive. And I have plenty of room here, plenty of room between my knees and the seat, plenty of headroom at 5'11", right? So I really like the room. The seat materials here are Semtex, which is like this fake vegan leather kind of thing, which feels nice, even though it's not real leather. And thanks for saving the cattle, by the way, by using this material. We have no back seat pouch here, hard plastic on the back of the seat, no pouch for putting anything in, but we do have a pouch on the behind the passenger seat. The command center back here is pretty Spartan, right? We have vents for heating and air conditioning, but as you can see on the bottom, no 12 volt, no USBs. There's no USBs in the seats like Kia is famous for doing. There's no connectivity in the back at all. Again, that's a problem at $31,000 when you're putting connectivity in the back seats of less expensive models in the Kia lineup. You need to be more consistent, Kia. This car needs backseat connectivity, especially since this is a Touring Special Edition trim. You should be getting extra stuff in a special edition trim, and by the word touring, you're talking about getting in this car and driving for a while. That's what touring means. That's why you got the nicer wheels on it, for a more comfortable ride over long distances. So they need to bring the heated seats, they need to bring the ventilated seats, they need to bring the USBs for rear passenger connectivity. All right, guys, we're at the front of the car. Drivetrain wise, we have a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine with hybrid drive. This car has 139 horsepower, which means 0 to 60, forget about it. That's not what this car is about. This car is about fuel sipping technology, and that's where you're the real winner in the MPG category. MPGs, 46 in the city, 40 on the highway, 43 combined. The car runs on a minimum octane rating of 87, which means you can use regular unleaded gasoline, which in today's world, with the way the gas prices are going, that's a great deal. All right, guys, before we get started driving, I wanted to give you a preview of the digital dash. This is what it looks like. As you can see right now, since we're idling, everything is in eco, everything's on electric. And as we step on the gas, then you can see that drive line start up, the engine start up and start feeding the battery. And that kind of thing. So I think that looks really cool. It's a really nice digital dash. You can go through the menu and look at a lot of different options. You have digital temperature and digital fuel gauges, and so it looks really, really cool. I like the way they set this up. All right, guys, so we're driving the Niro, and right away you can feel the road. This is a small crossover, and you can really feel the road. We are just cruising now at only about 35 miles an hour, and you can feel the road pretty good. And you know, you can also feel what the tires are doing in the steering wheel, which I do like. I do like feedback through the wheel to give me an idea how the tires are behaving, you know, especially on this front wheel drive platform. You know, you're only going to have two wheels that are gripping the ground and pulling you through the air, and so that would be nice to get that feedback, and it is nice to get that feedback. Overall, you know, you have two drive modes in this car. This car's default is normal mode or comfort mode. There is a sport mode, but the only way to put it into sport mode is to move your shift lever to the left into manual position and then use the paddles for sport. That's the only way to get into sport mode. Otherwise, if you're in fully automatic drive, then you are in comfort or normal. The other thing that I like here is that this car has a full set of your safety autonomous driving suite, which means you get blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, highway assist, street sign recognition, and those types of things, which I really like. You get your dynamic radar cruise control, as well as stop go technology to also save on fuel. And you have a very interesting 12-volt battery reset button down on the left side of the dashboard below the steering wheel. And what that does, which I find very interesting, is if, let's say you go on vacation, you take the Niro on down to the airport, and you leave it parked at the airport while you're on vacation for a week or two. If it's off for long periods of time, the battery, the hybrid battery, will completely shut down to save it from wearing out completely while you're away. And so what you do is when you come back, you are able to unlock the car door, you push that 12-volt battery reset button, and that wakes the battery back up, wakes the whole car back up, and then you're ready to hit the start button and get going. So I think that's a really kind of neat thing to save battery while you're not using the car for long periods, if you're on vacation or and those kinds of things. So I think that's really cool. The other thing about this fuel sipping technology is this hybrid battery. This hybrid battery is going to have regeneration through braking, as all hybrids do. This is not a plug-in. The battery is completely recharged through running the engine and through the regenerative braking as a normal hybrid would be. What I find interesting, though, is with all the craze going on now with fully electric vehicles, you know, Kia's got their EV6 coming out, Lucid Air's got a EV coming out, everybody's got these big EVs coming out, and they're really pushing them hard. You got your federal tax credits and whatnot for them. So my question is there still room left for a combustion engine hybrid technology car? You know, they're not being promoted as much. This car certainly isn't being promoted by Kia as much as their all-electric version of the Niro. So I think that that's a good question to ask, and let me know what you think. You know, put your comments down below and let me know whether you think the EVs are going to crowd out hybrids. Are hybrids dead? Are hybrids going away? Is everything going to be fully electric? Let me know your thoughts. And also let me know your thoughts on what you think about this package. This is the Touring Special Edition package. I think it's a nice package, but I think it's missing some things. But let me know how you feel about you know, some of the things that I had mentioned earlier that are missing, like the missing ventilated seats, missing heated seats, missing heated steering wheel. Especially here in the Northeast, you need a heated steering wheel. So let me know your comments about that, and let me know whether you would even entertain buying a hybrid, or would you just move directly to you know, a fully electric vehicle. I'd be interested to hear your comments, and I'd also be interested to let you know that I'm currently looking for some more cars. As a new channel, it's not easy to find them, especially now with the super chip shortage. Not every dealer has cars, and not every dealer wants to make the cars available for YouTube videos. So, and that's understandable, because they don't know me from Adam if I'm just walking in there with a camera saying, can I film a car? I have a relationship with Scott Harvey since I bought 2 cars from them, so they've been, you know, willing to give me cars to review, and I really appreciate that. But special thanks to Frankie, the sales ninja over at Scott Harvey, CJ, and the rest of the Scott Harvey group for allowing Shabby's Rides access to this 2022 Niro Hybrid Special Edition touring model. I wish you all have a great day, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next Shabby's Rides video. Take care, everybody.